Hey guys, and welcome to an episode of the transfer list. Today we're looking at Aston Villa, obviously play in the BPL under manager Paul Lambert. Now let's get into the video. For me, their main weakness is their lack of power and strength in the midfield. Basically, why? Well, they don't have the players for it. Don't get me wrong, Delph, El Akmadi and Vyman are all great players, but they're just not very strong and powerful. You know, Toure-like players, Sissoko-like type players. That's what I think they need, a bit of solidarity in the midfield, and that would improve their team dramatically. Currently they're 13th in the Premier League, not too bad, but I think they could get a bit higher. So let's take a look at who they could possibly buy to improve their team. So starting top left, we can see Ibrahima Traore, plays for Stuttgart as a left winger. Very strong, powerful player. He's been rumoured to leave the club for a few years now, few months now, but just never materialised. Probability 20%. Would cost quite a bit, about 7 million, so I'm not sure if Aston Villa could afford that. Probability only 20%, more likely to happen in the summer, but would definitely be a fast, strong player to add to the team. Top right, quite an interesting one, Joey Barton from Queen's Park Rangers. Very experienced midfielder. Probability of moving 25%. He looks quite happy at QPR, playing very well. Not sure if he would want to move and QPR would let him go. He would just have that little bit of experience Aston Villa need, really. They've got a very young team, apart from Ron Vlaar, who seems to be the only really experienced player, maybe a Bonlahor as well. But apart from that, not much experience. So I think Joey Barton would be a very good player. Then we move on to Evelyn Popov, plays for Kuban Krasnodar in the Russian league. Probability 20%. He's a centre attacking mid, just links the midfield to the attack. Somewhere where I think Aston Villa could improve. You know, that player that just keeps the ball moving between the strikers and the midfield. Very skillful player. Probability 20%. Maybe that's slightly harsh. Maybe it's a bit more than that. But I can see him moving in the summer, but at the minute he's happy at his club. But would definitely add that extra bit of skill in the midfield. And then finally, the person I think they should get, Chico Kuate, plays for Anderlecht. Probability 35%. He said himself he wanted to leave the club. He's a strong, powerful centre mid, more CDM position really. Very good player, keeps the ball well, passes well. Very strong, as I've said, and very tall as well, so be a very good addition to the Aston Villa squad. Now let's take a look at how he would fit into the team, and their strongest team in my opinion. So in goal, Brad Guzan, American international, very good keeper. Surprised if he doesn't go the summer, to be honest. Could go to a very top club, very good keeper. Left back, I've chose Luna. He's been fairly solid this season, always ready to support the attack. Ron Vlaar, obviously their experienced captain when he's playing, very important to the team, you know, organises the defence. When he's not there, they seem to lack in that department. Then Clark, obviously fairly young, about 24 years old, but still a very good player. And then at right back, I could have gone for Bakuna or Loughton. I decided to go for Bakuna in the end. Bakuna and Loughton are very similar, always support the attack. But I went for Bakuna just because he seemed to play a lot more this season and been a bit better in my opinion. And then Kuate at CDM role, that would be a very good role for him. You know, he can support Delph and El Akmadi in front of him, and then support the attack with the likes of Benteke and Vyman up front. Obviously Delph and El Akmadi playing slightly in front of him, they're the more slightly attacking midfielders, and then the front three who can be deadly when they're on form. Benteke obviously hasn't had the best season this season, but when they're all playing well, they are deadly. Bonlahor's rapid, lots of experience. Vyman is a very good supportive player, and then Benteke, as I've said, when he's on form, is very, very good. So that's the end of the video, guys. Tell me what you think of this Aston Villa team, and tell me who I should review next. Goodbye.